Hello everyone, again welcome to my channel. Today we are starting our journey from the Kubuchi Desert in China. Once upon a time, this place was not just called a desert, people called it the Sea of Death, because life here meant slowly disappearing. Every year, about 500,000 acres of land were buried under sand. Fertile land, villages, roads, everything was slowly disappearing. This process has a name, desertification. Kubuchi was one of the biggest examples of this. The Chinese government has tried many times to stop this desert. Trees have been planted, big projects have been taken up, billions of rupees have been spent. But nothing was working. The desert was not stopping. On the contrary, it was spreading further. Just then, a man came to the fore, Wang Wenbiao. At first, everyone laughed at his idea, because he had started an impossible task. Using all his savings, borrowing money, he brought in more than 100 bulldozers and 300 workers. They began to create small squares on the desert sand with dry bushes, and inside those squares, willow trees were planted. Its roots can go very deep into the ground. It can survive where other trees cannot. But there was a bigger problem. The strong desert winds did not allow new trees to survive. The sand would blow away, drying up the moisture in the soil. So Wang used a simple but effective strategy, surrounding the trees with bushes so that the wind could not hit them directly. Gradually, some trees began to survive. The sand began to recede little by little. But another big challenge came. To strengthen the trees, they would have to regularly cut off their new branches. That was almost impossible to do in this vast desert. That's when a strange twist comes to the story. This work begins. A small animal, Rex rabbit. These rabbits love to eat the tender branches of the willow tree. As a result, when they eat the branches, the root of the tree becomes stronger and thicker. In other words, the work that humans used to do is being done by the rabbits themselves. It doesn't end here. The waste of these rabbits begins to act as a natural fertilizer for the soil, and they spread grass seeds everywhere. Slowly, life begins to return to the dry soil. Grass begins to grow. A small ecosystem is created. Within a few years, the place that was a dead desert gradually becomes green. This change does not stop only in the environment. There has also been a big change in people's lives. So friends, do you know the biggest lesson of the story? People will laugh at first, but if your idea is right, then one day that laughter will turn into praise. Now the decision is yours. Would you be afraid of laughter, or will you make your dream come true? So friends, that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. If you like my video, please like, comment, and subscribe.